remember the day that my mentor that originally brought me to my first studio when I was 17, that I looked up to on the whole battle rapping type of stuff, and we talk every once in a while, but not much. But I knew he wasn't into what I was doing, during that time.
Yeah.
And then when I finally started my own new website, putting up hip-hop beats and really hip-hop, back to where my roots, and I remember him, first thing he said when he called me, he was like, "Welcome back."
Wow.
I was like, yeah, I knew exactly what he meant too. I was like, yeah, I know.
I think it takes all of us going through that. I mean, we gotta rebel, like you said.
Yeah.
You kind of gotta find yourself, but it's just good to know you can always land back at home, because some
Right.
people will rebel and they'll just get lost and they'll never get back to home.
Hey, and I've seen it a lot. I've seen the whole, okay, well, I'm gonna mold myself into this kind of and I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna have this persona, and I'm gonna be like this because this is how I'm gonna get these people to respect this. So I'm gonna do it, and then all of a sudden you find yourself trying to please everybody.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, I got this for the hip hop heads, I got this for the street cats, they're like that. But
Yeah.
this is for the ladies. The ladies and blah blah blah. And it's just like, when you and I used to be like that, so I'm like, you know what? I got to a point like, yo, I'm about to be 30 next year, and I'm like, I don't want no little 15-year-old teeny boppers at my shows.
Right.
Like, that's not the type of the type of crowd I want. We just like you because you've been on the radio, but as soon as you're not on the radio, you.
Yeah.
That's how they are. I'm like, I don't want those
They're
fans.
ADD.
Yeah.
I don't want those. I don't want fast food fans. We on the road, y'all. Real music from the soul, y'all. That's right. I thought I told y'all. What's that? We ain't on that fast food man, come on, man. Tone it down a bit, no counterfeit. You can tell by the sound of it. So let's get money, but who's counting it? Life ain't measured by the amount of it. Sing along, sky's the limit. And if I ever come across a selling, tell it to bring it on. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Ha.
Get my sexy voice on. Yeah, baby. I'm at the club. Got on my peanut butter barbecue smell. I'm delicious.
For those that's been following me over YouTube and everything, at least since like 2008, would at least know of one of the crews that I'm affiliated with, Classic Blue.
I'm Sean, otherwise known as Sean Keith, of Classic Blue.
Classic Blue is like a collective, a small collective of local Denver artists that share a lot of the same passions of music.
Classic Blue, it stands for, well, the blue in Classic Blue stands for Better Life Until the End. And classic, when you put that all together, you're basically saying that you're classically working towards creating a better life for yourself until the day the Lord calls you home.
Classic Blue consists of Sean, Kells.
What do I do to get inspired? Straight up, a LimeWire, dude. I get on LimeWire and I steal music and I sample it. And I put it in Reason and I make beats and call them mine. That's what I do to get inspired, son. I steal.
Kirk, Natalie, Sahada, and myself. How I met them was basically, I just felt alone, man. I was like, there has to be some other cats out here in Denver that produces neo soul type stuff that I'm trying to do, whatever. So this is during the days of when MySpace was still effective, before everyone ventured off Facebook, it was MySpace. So I used to go onto MySpace band pages, just put in search for soul, neo soul and stuff in Denver area. Then I ran across Sean and Kells. I just heard their beats, and there was a couple of rough draft songs that they had. One being What About Now, and another one called Good Luck With That.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
And I was just like, this is it. These are the cats I'm looking for. I contacted them and wanted to try to collaborate or meet. Kells, he saw my MySpace. I was like, well, let me see what this dude is about. He saw that I had YouTube videos up. Unfortunately, the first video he goes to, instead of one of my beat making videos, I don't know, he just stumbled upon my rock battle parody video. Cause I am the hottest motherfucker on rock battle that there ever was, nigga. Hear that? And I challenge you to a rematch cash battle for $50,000. You probably can't afford it, or else you wouldn't be on rock battle, nigga. But I am, and I can't afford it, cause I'm a G, nigga. What? Your drums sucked. Your drums sounded like straight farts. Let's have a rematch, nigga. Nigga. That Send. So, that being the first video, he's just like... Well, anyway, Sean went and saw other stuff, listened to my SoundClick stuff, and he's like, yo, have you listened to this dude? And, you know, they both were like, okay, let's see what he's about, whatever. So we went ahead and was like, yo, let's link up and see how our session goes. And I mean, it was just instant, you know, fun and chemistry and like a brotherhood, you know, for the first session that we had.
All right. Let me get in my zone. Okay. And my name is Natalie Tatum, Classic Blue. Love has come along. I'm a songwriter, singer-songwriter. I actually linked up with them, 3-4 years ago now. Like a song. Oh, yeah. For the 8 years that I lived in LA, I had a great journey, but it was backwards. I was singing background music, I was songwriting, I was working with a lot of artists as a makeup artist as well. Fast forward to about 4 years ago, as I mentioned, I was a makeup artist too. I was hired for a movie, but the movie got canned. And I moved out here, posted an ad on Craigslist because I just wanted to record a song. After all that work that I did in LA, I never really recorded or written a song for myself. So I was like, I just want to do this. Call my own. And I found a thrill to press my cheek to. A thrill that I have never known. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I posted an ad on Craigslist saying LA recording artist looking just to write a song, record a song. Well, Classic Blue, Sean and Kellen actually hit me up, and immediately it was like very kindred. We were like family. I still remember that first interaction, and it was just like a aha moment where all of us knew, okay, this is divine intervention. And then I met Booney shortly after, and it was the same thing.
See what other chords is in there that I could use that.
We actually started with a groove, and I think that's the best part about music is like, at first we were kind of all over the place. And then all of a sudden, when we started playing these chords. And I brought some of my lyrics here. I've got so many lyric books of songs that I've actually never created. And I started to sing these first couple lines. A kaleidoscope will separate the light, paint a new picture for you, a new part of you.
Ooh! Would you write that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what took me so long to take the time to see the picture he was painting for me. I don't know. He struck.
Okay, go read the lyrics again. Just read them normal.
A kaleidoscope will separate the light,
Mm-hmm.
paint a new picture for you, a new point of view.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know it took me so long to take the time to see the picture he was painting for me.
So is this about God?
No, it was about a guy.
Really?
Yeah, that's deep.
It sounds like it could be spiritual or
Well,
about a
it could
guy.
be.
It's both. It's
That's
like,
deep.
Initially,
who is this dude?
it's kind of like, well, it could be. I know, right? I haven't met him, but
Well, that's a great fantasy.
I know. Often my songs are, but.
Oh, you gonna record that part already?
Hey, is my microphone on?
Is your mic on, cuz?
I unplugged the wrong thing.
Why would you do such a thing?
All right, ready? A little faster. Count us in when you're ready to try it out.
1, 2, 3, and.
Making music, singing, writing. Everybody's playing every single instrument except for me.
We more or less started out doing as classic blue was probably in that that neo soul vein. We really liked the the offbeat drum tracks and this and that and the other, but what we lacked when we started out was the capacity to do it live.
Neo soul is something that we all had a very similar interest in.
I'll always love that music, but now I'm kind of more or less wanting to spread my wings and kind of move beyond the neo soul. And do music for music.
We're bored with neo soul, and honestly, kind of bored with a lot of hip hop. Not all of it, but just bored with it.
Whatever it be, maybe it's rock one day or folk the next. I'm not trying to stay in one genre of music. As a whole, collectively, we have so much more to offer, and so. I'm excited to see what the future holds when it comes to classic blue and what we bring forward to you guys. Stay tuned.
It's been a while since we all were together, and even with this session, unfortunately, we weren't all together. But it was at least great to have some of us together at the time. Unfortunately, Kels wasn't present that day. Even if it was just Sean or just Kels or Natalie, it's good. Anytime we get back together, it's really like family. It's really
this camaraderie that no matter what is never gonna go away. And so to have them come tonight, that meant a lot.
Came to the studio to just reunite. It's crazy though, because every time I get back in the studio with Booney and Sean, it's like we've never skipped a beat. They're definitely like family to me.
It's not a clique. It's a way of life.
Like, we're about to take it to the next millennium. Yo, put that cowbell back on. Yeah, we're about to take it to the future.
Ew.
That's how I like it. What do you mean, ew? It sounds good and sexy.
Stop, I cannot deal with you guys.
Okay.
All that stuff. So I need to. Anybody who's been following my videos from the beginning, more than likely will know who Fat Track is. He's one of my boys I've known since high school, and during the time 2007 through 2009, we were roommates.
Hey, middle C works. Middle C works.
Yeah, we got that fixed.
Got the road next to the cocoa butter.
What the? You're just the
It's right
asshole.
there, dude.
You always. Yes, those that don't know, Fat Track has a twin, Danny, and yeah, them two are the two of the craziest twins you'll ever meet.
Oh, next to the cocoa butter. What's that cocoa butter for, Boon? What's that cocoa butter there for, Boon? I don't know. Got the MP sizzle. Man, you about to hear. I'm about to blow your mind. I'm about to do this. Yo, Sam, you hear this? Like, 15 bricks. 15 bricks. Yo, we got some weed.
One of the reasons Fat Track came through to the lab is because he's been wanting me to lay down a bass line with the live bass over one of the tracks that he's produced for an artist that he's been doing an album with, one of our boys, Marcus, up in Denver. So they, he wanted me to get on there with a bass line and stuff, and so, you know, I still don't consider myself all that great on the bass, but you know, I tried my best, and so yeah, just lay down a live bass just for the beat, and you know. What's that?
Can you go up one high like boom, 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 like right before boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Take my fingerprint. Take my fingerprint. See how my mood is. See how my mood is.
Always keep in touch, and we link up when we can. So it was kind of cool for him to finally come to the studio for the first time and just vibe out. Yeah, if you were to see just our whole group of friends, we're pretty nuts. Yeah. So yeah, those are my boys, man. That's family right there. So it was really, really good to reunite with Fat Track and even Daniel, because, you know, we don't see each other often.
I'm like, damn, I'm pissed.
Daniel's face right now looks like a damn Christmas ornament. So damn shiny.
Merry Christmas.
Speaking of reunions, in some kind of sense, Stro and Mr. J Medeiros are two people that I still stay in contact with. Stro let me know that they were going to be in town for a few days because they had a show, and I was like, Jay and Stro are going to do a show together? Yeah! And it's not like the percussions are like had a, you know, beef or anything of the split or anything, but, you know, Jay's been doing his solo thing and Stro's been doing his own thing as well. So to kind of see them come together is like, oh man, this is going to be great. So I'm like, great. You know, the percussions were going to have a show here in Colorado. Stro hits me up and says he wanted to talk to me on Skype. He said that they had been talking about who could possibly help with their show, because without the DJ, and it's just like, and they weren't necessarily looking for a DJ, I don't think. So, you know, I'm not a DJ, but I have Ableton and I can press some mean buttons. So he was seeing if I was interested in, you know, doing a show with them and basically having the set and controlling it and everything with my Ableton and whatever else, sometimes using the effects and stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's I'm definitely down for that. He just had to send me the set, all the songs, and I wanted the BPM so I could have that in Ableton to whenever I trigger any of the effects and stuff, that'll be in good timing and stuff. So I was really excited about that. So he, once I got a hold of all the tracks, I just, you know, started loading them into Ableton and putting in the BPMs and just figuring out all that stuff. So just kind of testing out the tracks and all that. And it just made me more excited because I'm listening to Stro instrumentals. I mean, come on. It's Stro. I really look up to that dude a lot. So the other thing Stro had mentioned was possibly like in between you and I could do kind of like a beat showcase like we did a long time ago, which I'll explain later. But yeah, just kind of going back and forth playing some beats, not necessarily like a battle or anything, but just like sharing of the minds, you know, playing music for the crowd. I was definitely down for that. So I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. Thing is, I'm sitting there putting a show together, then I'm like listening to back Stro beats, and I'm like, man, I need to make something new for this beat showcase. Try to at least come up with something new, which I just wanted to do anyway. Like anytime it comes down to me getting a chance to play some music to a crowd and have the music cranked up, it feels good to have something new to see, you know, I guess if you still got it.
Ew.
Oh, that sounds like robotic diarrhea right there. Whoever made that sound, no. When I'm working, I try my best not to overthink things, because a lot of times I do. I overthink a lot of things in life and even in my creations. And whenever I do that, that's when I end up frustrated with my music and not finishing something. The more I just kind of stop criticizing every step of the way is when I start coming up with things that are really, you know, that I really enjoy. So many people just kind of criticize things before it's even finished, and it's just like, wait, but you're not done yet. Like, you know, that's kind of like trying to prepare some food, and you know, you just putting some raw chicken on the skillet, and somebody just grabbing it right off the skillet, and after just 2 minutes. And said, oh my god, this is gross, and blah, 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 blah. It's like, it's not done. It's not cooked, and they ain't put no seasoning on it. There's nothing. It's not ready yet. And I think I'm starting to think about that more and apply that to me creating music now, where it's just like, I'll lay down some drums and might get this first little couple chords or a little bass line, and a lot of times like, man, I'm not feeling this, and it's just like, it's not done. Finish cooking it first. And so when I finish cooking it, that's when I'm usually like, wow, okay, this works. I guess I'm learning more and more not to second guess myself and stop myself in the middle of cooking before things are well done, at least, or cooked. So keep cooking.